Facebook.
Well, you'll be able to
And
say
actually,
it now.
yeah, well, I want to invite people because there's a way on Facebook that you can invite people.
Well, you can go to your Facebook now, because we're on. So don't say anything bad. Hi guys, this is Wayne from WRPB and Wandering Through Wayne's World, and it's actually 9 o'clock on what is it, Wednesday night?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm always on, and I'm always having a good time and joking, but sometimes in life you have to be a little serious, and sometimes in life things are just not perfect, and we all go through our stuff. And with next to me is Maddie, who's like my sister. Even though, and I brought her because she's a lot better looking than me. But what we're going to talk about tonight is like such a serious issue, and we want to see if you guys can help. So while Maddie's playing on her phone, actually she's going on her Facebook.
Yes, and I'm going to invite people to come.
Okay, so I want you to talk just for a minute because I want to do something at the camera. So we're live, so you can just say whatever you want to say.
Well, basically, I'm getting on my Facebook and making it public so that, and I'm trying to figure this out. I just did that.
I'll come back now. Even though it's way past my bedtime, guys, this was important enough for me to come to the studio.
Yes.
And if you think it was important enough for me, Maddie drove like 2.5 hours. Okay, so what we're about to talk, 3 hours?
Yeah.
What we're about to talk about, okay, is something that I want you guys to think about in this instance, and I want you to think about it in future instances, because paying it forward is really why we were put on this earth. We were put here to help each other and to help others. And I realize that one might be thinking politics Democrat, one might be thinking politics. This is not about any of that, okay? This is nonpartisan, what we're about to talk about. This is a serious issue that, in my eyes, affects this whole country and our veterans, okay? I get to do what I get to do here because of the military, because of our first responders. Mm-hmm. You guys get to watch this stuff, and if you don't watch this because you think it's crappy, you get to watch Netflix, Hulu, Comcast, all those stations. They all are allowed to broadcast because our military protects us, and our Constitution gives us the rights to freedom of speech, to say what we want. The military protects us so that we can broadcast, keeps our country safe, okay, and allows us, like I said, to say what we feel. Just go to Facebook any day, okay, and look at someone who posts about Democrats, and the Republicans are all over it. Look at someone who posts about Republicans, and the Democrats are all over it. So we need to learn to agree to disagree, and I don't want this to get into a political conversation, but what we're going to talk about today has nothing to do with Democrat, Republican. It has to do with the people that protect us and let us go to sleep in peace and know that other countries are not going to invade us and that we're protected, okay, under their watch. Mm-hmm. And that's the military.
Yes.
Now, you have a child in the military?
Yes, my son is in the military. He's in the Air Force.
Does he like it?
He loves it.
Does he?
Actually, he re-enlisted, and then now it'll be his second re-enlistment into the Air Force. So next year he's got to decide what he wants to do. So he's.
What does he do in the Air Force?
Cyber.
Okay.
Cyber.
And here's what's interesting: when he gets out of the Air Force and comes back here, if he's on tour, he has a mom, he has a brother, and this family that support him and will make sure he's okay. Not every veteran that comes back has that support, and that's why we're here tonight. Exactly. We're going to talk about one case in particular, okay?
Yes.
And let's talk about that case. So I know that you connected with a vet, and I know that she sent me like this text message with like 400,000 words while I'm at dinner, thinking I'm going to read it. But I don't have to because I have her here. And I'll just say something. I'll make light of a lot of things, but this is really pretty serious.
Yeah.
I just want to make light to keep you entertained, to keep you here with us. Okay.
Yeah, we have, his name is ROBERTRILEY. He is on my Facebook. Riley, I call him Riley by his last name. He served in the Army reserves. He was also in the Coast Guard. He was an Afghan. He served tours in Afghan and Iraq. He has awards and medals and things, and he came across a bit of a hard time. And right now, just to sum everything up, tonight at this moment, Riley may end up homeless in the street. So I spoke to him. He gave me permission to go public because this is a serious matter. And as you said, you know, our heroes, you know, they get into this catch-22 situation. He's not disabled. He does not have HIV. He does not have loss of limbs. He doesn't have these things that would be a prerequisite to a organization that is able to house him or help him financially or help him find a job. You know, there are all these things. And
but there's a lot more to his story.
Yeah, there's a lot
child
more.
And a wife.
He has a daughter from a previous marriage, and then he has a wife now who is ill. So there's like a whole bunch of like dynamics going on. So she's very ill, and she, you know, gets dialysis and things like that, and there are other issues. You know, I rather let him talk about that. But it's a serious situation. I don't think, you know, people understand that just because you finish your tours in the service, when you come back, you know, sometimes you fall into hard times. You know, things, you know, you lose your job. You know, businesses, corporations downsize, so you get, you know. Literally. It
doesn't happen it happens to us.
Yes.
You know, a year ago, I had a heart attack. Okay, and triple bypass. I had to take 6 months off. $479,000 operation. Okay. But I'm just another person in this company. I didn't go in the military. I don't protect our country. Okay. I didn't give my life, okay, protecting this country. There was no war when I was then. But this is a gentleman who took 4 tours.
He was in Iraq and he was in Afghan. He'll be able, we're going to get him on the phone. He's willing to talk live on the phone. So we'll get him to talk on the phone, and he'll give us, you know, a small, more or less, of what he's done in the military. The whole point is that we're trying to help someone, because again, you guys know me, people on my Facebook, you guys know how I am. There's a situation, someone calls me, reaches out to me, and I reach out to my resources to see how we can help that person. So that's just the way I do things. My thing is that when I was called and I was told that this soldier who finished his tour, he's done with his military career, all of a sudden now finds himself in a tight situation where he has a wife who's sick in the hospital as we speak, and then now he's going to be thrown out into the street because he can't pay, you know, and now actually he's in a hotel. So he's in a motel, so it's like it's $36 a night and whatever. He has $200 that he needs to pay. He's in the arrears. I called the management and I spoke to them and I told them, listen, give us a chance, please. We're going to go and we're going to, you know, I'm taking this head on. I'm trying really hard to get this person the help that he needs. Can you work with us? You know, so that's what we're trying to do. So, you know, we can get Riley on the phone and then talk to him and see how everybody can help. And I will make a GoFundMe page. I didn't do that prior because I needed to get here as soon as possible. Wayne was kind enough to say, hey,
it's 9 o'clock at night.
Let's do it.
Okay. I don't come to the studio 9 o'clock at night. No. But I will tell you this. I know Maddie many, many years. And when Maddie calls, I know whatever she needs to do comes from her heart. Okay? And it's never about Maddie. I can tell you a story when I was sick. And she was an hour and a half away from me. And all of a sudden there's a knock on the door. And here she is with food, soup. Medicines. Okay? That's the heart of a person that really cares. And I hate to say it, but I get mad at her because she doesn't care enough about her. Everybody else is a priority, okay? It never ceases to amaze me because I know so many people are takers, and then you get those few that are just give back. Give back, give back, give back. And I don't know how many years I know you?
Oh my gosh.
That many, huh?
Many years. It's a long time.
Before my heart attack, before my lung illness.
Yes.
Okay. And you know what? I keep thinking that we're broadcasting normally, which is onto our website, our Facebook.
Yes.
But now, today, we're doing it on yours.
Yes.
So it's really a little different. But we'll get Riley on the phone
Yes.
and hear what he has to say.
Yes.
So you want to see if you can get him?
Yes, let's get him.
While
here.
she's
What happened with the lighting? I don't know. You guys know about this lighting. It's like,
Would you like more lighting?
I'm so exhausted. Like, I look like
Here's
hell,
what'll
so
happen.
forgive me.
I'm gonna
This
turn
is
on
what
the
happens when
lights,
it,
okay?
and we'll be blind.
And but it'll get warm in here
Okay.
because it's night and the air conditioner was turned off earlier. Hi guys.
Okay. So we'll be able to get him okay on the,
On speakerphone, near that microphone.
yeah.
All right, I give you lights.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Riley.
Yeah.
It's Madelyn and it's Wayne. And just to let you know, we're live.
Okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
all right, so this is, I don't want to cut you off, so we have to be a little slower in our talking here. How you holding up?
I'm hanging in there.
Okay. So tell me,
And,
how many tours of duty did you do?
oh, okay. I did 10 years in the Coast Guard, and then switched over to Army, and then I did 3 combat tours. I did 2 in Iran, two in Iraq, and 1 in Afghanistan.
Okay, so what was that like?
I actually enjoyed it.
Well, that's
Typical soldier.
that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You enjoyed it, so I'm okay with that. It's a blessing to have people like you, okay, that keeps the security of this country and allow me to do what I get to do. So for that,
Yeah, it was a little
I thank you.
Yeah, it was stressful sometimes, but actually, it's one of those jobs I did. I was looking for IEDs, and I actually enjoyed doing that.
Okay, you put your life on the line joining the military, period, and you took
Yeah.
one of the, I think, scariest type jobs.
Yeah, it was scary, but it was like I said, it was somebody had to do it.
Okay, so we're in Florida, you're in Georgia?
I'm up in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, and you come back and you go through your trials and tribulations. You're not alone. We all have stuff. So the people watching, you guys go through yours too, and we are always in hopes that we'll get a hand up. We don't need a hand out. Sometimes we just need a hand up. Is Georgia your home?
No, I'm originally from New York. Georgia was my last duty station at Fort Stewart.
Okay, so you leave the military, and now you leave the military, and what seems to happen is they left you.
Yeah, just things that, I had a little, it's hard to adjust. And my first job was with corrections, and that was a little too corrupt, so I had to leave them. Plus, it was interfering with my school time, so I resigned and finished up my college, went to college, and then had a hard time getting a job. It's just, one of those things.
In other words, because he's educated, and the thing here is that this is the way it is, guys. It's a catch-22, and I swear I got to do it would be great to do a show catch-22. But the whole point is that here you have someone who's qualified, has qualifications, you have a master's degree, Riley. You have a bachelor's degree. So he has
a bachelor's and a master's.
And the thing is that there's nothing health-wise. You're healthy, correct, Riley? As far as you know.
Well, I have diabetes too.
Yeah,
and
but
an injured back. That's it.
Yeah, but it's not you didn't lose limbs, thank goodness, and things like that.
Thank God, yeah.
And the whole point to this is because he doesn't have HIV, like I said. He doesn't have these other, lost limb or whatever. It's difficult to take an organization that can help Riley because he doesn't fall under their requirement for need. But yet, it's real simple to be in a situation, end up homeless, and then all these qualifications, and people are turning you down because you're overqualified. And he says to people, he's done it, he's told people, it's like, it's okay, I don't care, I just need to work, I need to make a living, I just need to survive. I have a wife, I have a family that I have to take care of. She's sickly, right? Because she's in the hospital as we speak.
Yeah, they sent her home with an oxygen tank.
So there's that whole dynamic as well. So now he has to take care of the wife, which they're about to be evicted. Well, told to leave. They're staying at a hotel, and it's just one of those things. So you have someone healthy and whatever, but if he doesn't have a job, then he can't pay to get on his feet, to get an apartment, to pay his bills. So he ends up in the street, who knows what. And then it's like, what do you do with someone like Riley who doesn't have these ailments? I mean, I know you have some situation there, Riley, but it's nothing like other veterans or other people that were in the military or are lost a limb or whatever, and have these organizations that are able to help them. So what do we do with Riley? And that's why I reached out to many organizations, because I have to say it, because I'm a very straightforward person. I'm a New Yorker, so, very straightforward person. And I reached out to 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now they're watching, and you pointed that to me, and I can't see nothing because my glasses
It's
are
okay, 5, 6, 7 organizations to help Riley, and everybody's either telling him, Riley, what is it that they tell you?
Oh, that I'm overqualified?
Or that what? You're not...
Or that I'm underqualified.
Right. Or that you're not impaired in any way, so they don't provide services for... What is it that they tell you?
Yeah, for housing and stuff, because I didn't lose any limbs, or because of the amount of my wife makes in disability, I can't qualify because she makes too much, which is bullshit. And half that goes to bills.
Right. So it's that
they took away her Medicaid.
It's again a catch-22.
Okay, so God willing, it'll fall into place, and you'll get out of the basic situation. Mm-hmm. Okay, where do you go from there? What's the ultimate goal?
Yeah, hold on. There's a helicopter just I'm right near Hunter Army Airfield, and they do a night flight. Just hang on a second.
Okay.
Well, his thing is just he wants to get his own place, an apartment.
My goal is to actually, once I start working, get an apartment, and that's it.
Okay, I'm taking you want to stay in Georgia.
Actually, stay in Georgia. Well, I do December. I have the thing with the sheriff's department. That's on hold once I get off probation. Mm-hmm. And the juvenile justice, I'm working for them. They said call back when I get off probation. Okay. So I'm out, and it's just that that's the only thing holding me up right now is that probation, plus the fact that I can't even get a damn decent job.
So for you, what's your next step?
My next step right now, like I said, is I'd still attend those classes that are the court-mandated classes, finish that, apply for I still have that private investigator's license. Yeah, keep that as a second. Yeah, keep that as a backup job, go with the sheriff's department. Mm-hmm. And then I should get an apartment by then, and that's it.
Well, let me ask you a question. So you can't move out of the state yet?
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't leave the state until my probation's over.
Which is when?
December.
Okay. Right? So you have... What kind of license do you have?
I'm going for my private investigator's license.
Okay. So, it's ironic how things work out. I just interviewed a gentleman who owns a company called All Florida Investigations and Security, and he does the concealed weapons course. He does security. He sends out security guards. He does a lot of training. I actually have a meeting with them tomorrow, but they were in. I did an interview with them. He would be a person. We have this instant problem that we have to take care of. Yeah. Okay, but moving forward, you might be able to talk with him, and he might have a place for you to work. in December when you can move down here.
Yeah, in Florida.
Well, wherever, because you don't have an issue. Right, Riley? You don't mind relocating. Is that an issue for you?
I don't mind. Yeah, once I get off probation, I don't mind relocating.
Okay.
Well, we're in Florida. This is where my contacts are, and I'm sure most of Maddie's contacts are here. If we can get you past this stomping, just where you're stuck, December comes.
Which is around the corner.
Right. I can talk to Richard, who can call you, and maybe he has a place for you, knowing that you'll have a job. Unless you already know that you have something.
Yeah, that sounds good. In the meantime, once I get my license, I'll be working with this guy who owns his own company, and I'll be helping him out so I can get get the experience.
Right. Well, that's what
great.
Richard has his own place, and it's ironic because I did his interview, and then he's on a surveillance job tomorrow, and he needed a miniature camera, so he was going to buy it because he saw me with one, and I said, don't buy it, just come here and borrow mine. I mean, he takes good care of his stuff, and you know what? That's why I'm on the air tonight, and that's why when Richard needed something, he came here, I helped him out. That's what we're here for. We're here to help other people. So I'm in hopes that this is going to air and it will be on your webpage. I'll go to your webpage, or you'll share it onto my page, and I'll share it onto my groups, and then you're going to set up a GoFundMe page.
Yeah, I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page because as of tonight, they're looking to ask Riley to leave the hotel. So I have one person that's willing to pay for tonight's, expense, but there's still $200 pending that has to be paid that is owed for this room. He's staying at a motel for right now. So that's where this is at. And, they're willing to take payment. They sent me their payment form because they don't take anything over the phone. So they sent me a payment form so it can be paid directly to the hotel, so that this way he's able to stay there. They're charging him, what is it, Riley? $36 a night?
Yeah, 36 a night.
Yeah, so they're charging him $36 a night. So far he owes $200, plus today would be $236. So we're looking to cover tonight and some probably half, because they're looking for half. If not, they're telling him to leave. And where is he gonna go?
Right.
Because Riley, your family, your parents passed away as well as your sister, correct?
Yeah, I have no family.
So this is the other issue. You figured, why doesn't he go with mom or dad? He doesn't have family. His wife is his family. And obviously, we're his family now. So, this is, case by case situation. You have someone that doesn't have family, then what do you do? So someone who can work, wants to work, functions, he was laid off. He actually took a job, doing construction and just manual labor because he's a workhorse, and they laid him off. So, it's not like he's sitting around eating bonbons all day.
How far are you from how far are you from Atlanta?
It's a 3-hour drive.
Okay. And again, like we're asking you guys, I'm sitting here thinking, who do I know in Atlanta or in Georgia that might be able to help? So when I'm done with this, I have one friend that lives in, I don't know where in Georgia he lives, but he lives in Georgia. And I don't know if I'll be able to get him, tonight, because he has 2 kids and they're probably sleeping.
That's cool.
But if I don't get him tonight, I'll get him tomorrow and see if there's something he can do. If he's really, it'd be cool if he wasn't that far from there, because then he could go make some payments, and then we can get, if we get the money, we could just send it back
directly to
him.
Exactly.
So,
and then if anything directly, whoever does want to and can make some payments of some form, I can email you the form. You can fill it out and it goes directly to them. You can just talk to the management over there. It doesn't, I don't touch anything, we don't touch anything, Riley doesn't touch anything. It goes directly to the hotel so that he can have a place to stay till he gets back on his feet. Bottom line is that he needs at least a month or a couple of months so that he can wait for his licensing to come in, because he already took the course, right, Riley?
Yeah,
he passed it. He did everything. He's just waiting for the license itself, which will get here either this week, which I doubt so far, but next week it should get in. And then the person that offered him work, he has work ready. Once he gets his license, then he can start working. So now it's a matter of, and he won't get a paycheck till the minute he works. He won't get it that week, but then the following week he'll start getting a paycheck. He'll see a paycheck. So he needs a couple of months, a month and a half or so that he can start saving money and be able to save for an apartment, a down, first a security deposit, first and last month, whichever way it works over there, because it all depends also on where he gets a place. But it's for him and his wife.
And backtracking, I just want to go back to Riley was in the military, he doesn't consider them
tours.
Dangerous tours.
Exactly.
I consider them dangerous tours.
Yes.
Okay. Wouldn't be my first choice of a job. And I'm pretty much, well, not anymore because I'm older than dirt, but prior to being older than dirt, the adventure was good. I did some crazy stuff in my life. I don't know that I would have ever taken on the job that you did in the military. So for that, once again, I thank you.
I thank you. We all thank you. I mean, he's very modest, but everyone knows how I feel about heroes, and that's why I earned the title Guardian of Heroes. And law enforcement, firefighters, and military, they are, that's what's going on, what needs to be done, and that's why we're here, because we need to help this, military. He's not active, but he was in the military and he served and he protected our country, and just because he's not serving anymore, he's not less important than those that are active. He is, and will continue to be a hero, period, end of story. All military, veterans, active, and it doesn't matter.
Taking it to a lighter end, if you're a teacher and then you retire, you're a teacher, okay? That was your career. He didn't just go in and say, all right, I'm going to do my 2 years or my 3 years, whatever it is, and then get out, okay? He went in, stayed, and then went back for more.
Yes.
I call it punishment, okay? More than once, okay? So he is military from the day he signed up to the day he dies.
That's right.
In my eyes, he'll always be military.
Exactly.
And, we're in a political nightmare landscape, but the president just signed an executive order for forgiving any student debt from anybody in the military. Okay?
Can't get any better than that.
So and again, I keep thinking that I'm broadcasting to my people, but anybody out there, I can tell you my feeling is Trump says some of the dumbest things I've ever heard in the world. But
we're not going to get into this political stuff.
But to me, the economy is good, and I'm blessed. Okay? But, man, that man can say some dumb stuff. I got to tell you.
We're not going to get into this political thing because people talk a lot of crap about dumb this, dumb that, but show me the money, show me the numbers, and let's get away from that. I
have
my own personal opinion.
I would never. I can't imagine why anybody would want to be president of this country now, okay, or any political position, because you're going to get picked on one way or the other.
It's a mess horrible. Regardless. The whole point is that somebody did something good for the military, and that was it. I don't care who's sitting there. They decided to make a choice, and they did it, and I am all for it. And our heroes should be in the front lines in the same way they are out there at war. They should be in the front lines of every newspaper, every political realm, everything, because they're the ones that are there, not us, not the president, not the newspaper, not the media.
Of course, I could talk all I want, but I didn't have to worry about losing a limb, losing a life, okay, being away from my family. I mean, from the lightest point, which is, all right, you're off for 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, away from friends and family. And I know that you get close with other members of your team, but that's just a. I can.
And he's lost. He's lost.
Really?
Yeah. Right, Riley? You've lost.
Yeah.
Comrades. He's lost people.
I can't imagine picking that as a career, but people like Riley, he did it and he enjoyed it, and we're blessed to have people like that, okay, who will do these things for us, okay, so that we can do the things that we do and we have the freedoms that we have. Otherwise, we wouldn't have them. We get up and we joke around and we turn on our lights and I'm sure there was experiences there where you weren't sleeping in a hotel or a bed, and I could be.
I slept in a morgue.
Okay. Thank God you didn't have to stay. All right?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah, we slept in an abandoned morgue in Iraq. That was interesting. We slept on the slab as a bed.
Wow. And we complain if our mattress gets a little lumpy. Okay? Yeah. Us out here, we complain, oh, look at this, the mattress got a little lumpy. We're in a throwaway society, so we'll throw it away. These people are out there. Wasn't there times where you didn't know where you were going to be?
Yeah. Sometimes we had that. We just pull up in the night, sleep in the mountains, sleep in the middle of the snow on cardboard and sleeping bag up in the mountains in Afghanistan, sleep in your vehicle off on the side of the road in some village.
And a lot of, and mind you, it doesn't matter what branch, what it is what type of job you're doing, because Marines, Army, they all go through this kind of thing. And I'm reaching out to everyone out there that's military. You guys know the situation. This is a military brother that you have here. And I need you guys, the ones that know me, you know how I am with this situation, with this type of stuff. Reach out to me. If you have resources, please contact me. Some of you have my number. If you don't reach me out through Facebook, I had deactivated the thing, but I always activate the Facebook and the social media when I'm doing something, regarding charity or regarding a situation or helping somebody. I'm always doing that. So I'm active now. Please contact me in order to help Riley. People that have resources out there that an organization that can help them, please reach out to me. He's also on my Facebook. You can reach him directly. Other than that, what I really need right now is for people to reach down. Those who can, please donate. I am going to do a GoFundMe page, and I am going to provide the paperwork. It's just for the charges or whatever, it has to be done through a fax. So I can email you the paperwork. You can fill it out, and you can pay the hotel directly. Nothing comes through me. But if not, anything that you can do, please help. They're charging him $36 a night. He's in arrears $200, so that's $236 that has to be paid. If not, he's out of there tonight. And I'm trying really hard to figure out which way we can do this, because either or, I can't stand having a soldier out in the street, homeless. And then now he has a wife who has an ailment. She's on oxygen right now.
Obviously,
so
you drove 3 hours to somewhere.
Oh, they know. This is on my Facebook. You guys know how I am.
Okay. And again, you call me today, and
and you dropped everything. He dropped everything. He says, "What's going on? What do you need?" And I said, "Look, I have this soldier who's gonna be homeless tonight. They're going to literally tell him to leave the hotel, and he'll be out in the street, and I can't let that happen." And you said, "When do you want to meet?" Because I said, "Well, when do you want to do this? Can we do this Sunday?" Because I'm thinking, I don't want to buy. He's like, "We can do it tonight." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." So
okay, so just so you know, it's like 9:25.
Yes.
I would be probably sleeping by now. Okay.
You're an early bird.
Yeah. Unlike the days when I first met you. Okay.
Yes.
I'd be filming at the clubs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Things have changed when you get a little older, or a lot older. But this was important.
Yes.
I think it's important. And then add on top of it, it's important to you, who's my family, okay?
Oh yes, this is something
I could tell you
close to my heart.
When I first met Maddie And then I spoke to her on the phone like a day or two later, and it wasn't the best of conversations. Because of you, okay? But she always puts everybody in front of herself. And Riley, you're blessed to even have her on your side.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
she is a one of a kind, few and far between like her. So that's a blessing. But guys, connect with Maddie. Try to get this thing resolved. Mm-hmm. We're going to work on it on this side. Mm-hmm. I'm going to see Rich tomorrow from the investigation place, mm-hmm. and just kind of tell him what the situation is, and I'll connect you with him. They also have big heart. They're just great people, and we'll see what kind of resources we can put together, mm-hmm. and kind of watch over you for a little bit, since you watched over us for a long period of time.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm going to leave it at that. With that, are you anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I hope that everybody right now, because I know some people watch. I know it's been a long time since I've spoken to anyone, but I've been very busy with things like this. And I just hope that everyone reaches out, and I'm going to create that GoFundMe page to try to help him and see where we can place him. And again, organizations out there, please reach out to me. The other thing is also, everybody knows that I'm also a volunteer for the Red Cross, the American Red Cross, and they also know Team Rubicon. I'm also a volunteer for them. And I have the Miami Overtown Tornadoes track and field program, which we have 217 kids in the program. Also lotushouse.org, which houses women and children. So you guys know how deep I am into this, and I also do my own thing on my own. I just try to help organizations, with whatever cause they have. But I also do stuff on my own. You guys know that whole thing.
Not for her, but
no,
just so you know. I don't want you to say that she does for her. She did nothing for herself.
I help people and whatever, and I fight for people's right. I'm an advocate. I mean, I can't get any clearer than that. You know what FOP or for PBA can't do for law enforcement? I don't know how, but I end up doing it. But whatever works, I just use resources, and I just...
And you've been
New Yorker.
You've been doing it a long time.
Over 35 years.
Well, I remember meeting you at the club when you were working at the club. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she would drop everything when the cops came by. Mm-hmm. Okay? And, I mean, and it doesn't, I hate to say it, but you have listened to her talk about heroes and first responders, but her helping doesn't end there. Okay? She could see somebody in the street, and she'll have a bagel, and she'll give the bagel to the other person. Okay, it's never about her, and I yell at her about that all the time.
Get on the list.
It's never about her. Okay, yeah. So to me, Riley's blessed, just having you on his side.
Well, it's like there's so many bad things going on in the world. All these killings and shootings and things, and people, everybody's kind of divided or whatever. It's a choice. You don't have to be divided. It's a personal choice, and it's up to you. You can make a difference, whether it's, financially or just simply passing on the information. If you can't financially help, it's okay. We understand. But it would be great if you take that moment and click this video over to your friends in your Facebook, in your social media. Reach out to people. I have, I know celebrities and things like that, and, I'm going to reach out to them. And
it will get out. Again, this was a last minute thing.
Yeah.
We decided to do it live, because normally the green screen behind us would be almost like you see on the news with the weather. It would be whatever we wanted back there. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't enough time to do the things we wanted to do. Things I would have liked to have done as a production. Mm-hmm. But you know what? This is not about production.
No. This is about humanity, a human being, and exactly that, a soldier, a hero who needs our help. And I know a lot of military people, they don't like help, they don't want help, but I am stubborn, and I don't take no for an answer.
You're stubborn?
So I think I'm stubborn. And so Riley is a person that, he already knows, you know, I'm not one to, no, you are a hero and you have to allow us to now give back to you. And I know it's not easy for him, because it's not for any military person to take help. They feel like it's, you know, wait a minute, you know, I was in tour, I did this.
It's
and it's not
thing.
about that. It's women are like that too, that are in the military.
It's
so
the female macho
but
thing.
it's just, you know, you're conditioned to take on anything, and I don't think that's fair to put that kind of pressure and thing on a human being, because regardless, they're human beings. And right now, you know, I'm just reaching out to everyone, and I hope that you can help and we can get him back on his feet, and we can hear the story, the wonderful, you know, story in 4 months.
If he makes it down here, he'll end up here in the studio with us. And you know what? When that happens, just know, guys, that it happened because of you.
Exactly.
Okay?
Oh, and let me tell you, not only that is he a soldier, but he's written books. Riley, you need to tell us about your books. He's written books. Tell us about your books. Please buy his books. Real quick, just tell.
So I'm working on my 4th book.
Holy man.
And I already wrote 1 fictional account of my adventures in Iraq. And I wrote 2 about my adventures in the Coast Guard. They're all on Amazon Kindle.
Wonderful. So I'm going to post that on my Facebook. Please buy his books. You know, it's like, how much are the books?
They don't cost much. They're under like $10.
You wrote 4 books. I can't even get one. I have like 400 books with my life and the things I've been through, and I can't get one out of me. I just don't have it. I have ADHD, so I don't have the patience to do it. But that's amazing.
Yes. So this is all stuff you can read about, things he's been through. This is actual. Is it fictional? Do you have some truth into these books, or?
There's some truth in it. I just have to change names because certain people.
Yes, of course.
You know.
Of course.
There's some truth to it. There's a little truth in it, but it's mostly I took some liberties, but it's based on fact.
Right. So that's amazing. So please, let's help this soldier get back on his feet. I appreciate everyone. I love you all. I miss you. I hope everyone is well. I wish you light and love and strength, and number one, health, because with health you could do anything and everything.
Amen.
So please, everyone, reach out to me. I am going to be on the phone, and I am going to get on my Facebook, and please pass this on. I understand if you can't financially help, but there are other ways of helping people. It's choices, not excuses, and you guys know how I am with that. It takes a couple of seconds to pass on this information forward. So thank you, and Wayne, thank you so much for always like just being things like
right. It's
just
okay.
pick on each other.
I'm used to it. In the entertainment field, you get picked on, and you know, people say, "Oh my God, they said this about you. It wasn't so good." I said, "Yeah, but at least they were talking about me."
Yeah.
So that's always works.
Like Paris Hilton said, it's better to be talked about than not.
That's without a doubt. Okay, that means people are listening.
Yes.
And it's funny because the ones that talk the worst about you, they listen the most.
Yes.
So that's
true.
just
That's true.
that's just how that is. But we're gonna let him go.
Yes. Thank you, Riley,
Thank
and I'll
you.
catch up with you in a little bit.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
All right.
You got it. I'll call you back.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Everybody, I want to thank you. Okay, reach out. Okay, you'll feel so much better. And God knows, in 4 months or whatever it is, when we get him back here, and you see what we
impact
can
you had.
accomplish
Yes.
as a group,
Together.
it's a
in
great
that.
feeling that you can't buy. I will let you go.
Giving someone their own life back.
Yep. You have a long drive home.
Yes.
It's way past my bedtime. When you get
Thank
to be
you, everyone.
geriatrics, this is what happens. Everybody, have a good night.
I just had a birthday. What are you talking
I
about?
had a lot of birthdays, 62 of them. All right,
Bye,
we have
guys.
to go.
Bye. That was awesome.